Doing? Today we are going to talk about vaulting and what that means for you and what that means for others, because that's important too. I'm Paola Guillon. I'm a wellness consultant and professional tango dancer in Austin, Texas, and this is the Happy Monday, so let's get ready for a fantastic week. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I did. I hope everybody else did too. So vaulting is going to have a twofold. Vaulting is about what we say, most importantly, but we don't say. We don't want to say everything to everybody, right? That's a pretty obvious one. That being said, it's something very obvious, and that's something that happens, that I notice on a regular basis, information that I am getting, that I'm wondering, I don't think I'm the right person to be told that type of thing. And then also what happens is that when we are being given informations about third parties or about a certain person, and we're wondering, well, am I really supposed to be receiving this information? The second thing is, what are they going to say about me, right? So there is something that it can be very helpful. First, if you're not sure, just don't say anything. That's the easy one. If there is an area of uncertainty, just don't say anything. Second is ask the person that gave you the story if it's okay to repeat it. So if somebody's telling you a story, and it's like, well, that's a great story. I think somebody else could benefit from that. I think somebody would be interested by it. There are some great information in there. Just ask the person, it's like, you know what, this is a great story. Where did you get it? If it is about the person specifically, it's like, would you mind if I share that story to so-and-so? I think that would benefit them, or I think that would benefit that group, whatever it is. And that's a very easy thing to ask. That's a very easy thing to do, which most of us actually do not do. And what is going to happen is, A, the person that you're asking is really going to appreciate that because you're paying attention. Everybody is different. What is important to one person may be very trivial to another. There are things that are important to me that may not be important to someone I know. Everybody is different, so let's ask them, if in doubt, let's ask them, would you mind if I share that story with so-and-so? I think that would be of interest. The other thing that's going to happen is that person is going to trust you even more. Because in a personal or in a professional setting, what happens? We're going to connect ourselves to people we know, like, and trust. So if the trust is not there, nothing really significant is going to happen. Because they trust you, things will happen. When people don't vault with you, when they are not the guardian of certain information, you're not going to want to trust them either. Because whatever you're telling them, in the back of your mind, you're going to wonder, oh my goodness, what if I repeat that? I mean, we're on social media, right? There is absolutely, it's really hard to keep a secret nowadays. So the people are going to be really skittish, and they very quickly are not going to want to connect. And that's a shame, because the proper information given in the right way to the right person is that little seed that is actually going to germinate and grow. So if I get a great story from someone and I had their permission to tell that story, and I give it to somebody else and it's helpful to them and it's being passed on, well, that's absolutely amazing. Now if somebody is giving me a story they were not supposed to give me to begin with, or I'm taking that story, I'm giving it to somebody else, and I'm not really supposed to pass it along, that has the exact opposite effect. Not only we're not planting seeds, but we're actually doing harm, because this is a disconnecting activity. And we're doing it quite a bit, unfortunately. And there is no reason for it. It's absolutely that easy. Asking ourselves, am I really supposed to be saying this? If I'm not sure, plan B, ask the person if it was not something that was done in the first place. Vaulting is crucial for business. It is crucial for personal relationships. Something very easy also is, I want to share the information, but I don't want to divulge. Let's be vague in the right areas. So instead of saying, my client, whose name is, told me that the other day, and this is what happened with her friend whose name is that, in that setting, and it's at that place, in that restaurant, or that location, whatever that is. That, if the story is not to be passed on, that's going to be a lot of information that are not helpful. Something that can be done is, someone I know one day told me that, and then we keep the significant information communicated in the story, however, in a way that the story cannot be traced back to anybody else. Does that make sense? So it would be, so-and-so told me, this is what happened, but we don't give a time and place. We don't give any significant information that is going to give any direction about who it was and where it was and how long ago it was, and we're still able to share what we feel is important to communicate to another one. So that's what I've got for you today. If there is any more information that you would like on the subject of vaulting, and it falls under also the category of, is it helpful, is it kind, you know, the gossiping part that we're so good at nowadays. We've always been, but with social media it's been definitely amplified. If you have any tips, if you have any hints, or if you would like me to share more information on the subject, please comment below, and then you can always sign up for my newsletter that also has more information on the subject every week, and that's on the website, or message me. I'll be happy to send you the link. And until next week, reach for the greatest version of yourself. I know you can do it. Have a great one. Bye-bye.